Welcome back to A to Z here on Locked On Sports Atlanta, free on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you search Locked On Sports Atlanta. We'll wrap things up with a headline that I still can't believe is a headline. But first, it's time for Shovels of Wisdom.
Brace yourselves, because it's time for the Shovel of Wisdom.
And that's right, Shovels of Wisdom. If you'd like to leave me a shovel of wisdom as well, you can do so on my Twitter account at Mark Zinno with the hashtag Shovel of Wisdom. And today, my shovel goes to Corey Zeidman. Corey Zeidman lives in Boca Raton, Florida, and he is a professional poker player. He was arrested yesterday on charges of fraud and money laundering related to a sports betting scheme that brought him more than $25 million from alleged victims. Now, Zeman is 61 years old and won the World Series of Poker in 2012. Won a bracelet, I should say. There's several different, for those who don't follow poker, there's several different sort of tournaments you can win a bracelet in. But nonetheless, he's a world champion at poker. And Zeman and his unnamed co-conspirators received more than $25 million in interstate wire transfers and private commercial carriers over 16 years from victims who were led to believe that the organization that he was running gave them privileged sports betting information on a no-risk proposition. So he placed misleading radio ads in various U.S. markets, claiming to have sophisticated white-collar approach to gathering sports information. He used names like Gordon Howard Global and Ray Palmer Group. And they were told, and listeners were told that the organization had privileged information about fixed games that it received from physicians and colleges and television executives. According to the indictment, callers were asked to pay a fee for their access to the information. He did this over 16 years and got $25 million. Like, okay, let's just talk about a couple of things here real briefly. Like, if you get away with something like this and you are scheming people by lying to them, like when you get to 1 million, you probably should cut it off. Like when you get to like 5 million, you definitely should cut it off. When you get to like 10 million, like, hey, dude, end the thing. Take the money and run. When you get to 20 million, go live in a foreign country. What are you doing? He did this for 16 years. Dear Lord. How do you get away with something like that for 16 years and not have anybody know? That to me is absolutely bonkers. So instead of enjoying all his stolen money on a private island somewhere, he's now going to be enjoying the inside of a prison cell. Good job, Corey. Way to go. And oh, by the way, continuing with my, always sports gambling theme. Yeah. When you try to cheat and gambling and fix games and do stuff like this, you're going to get caught. Like, you can't do it anymore. You're always going to get caught. That's just the way it is. All right. Let's wrap things up here with Colin Kaepernick, who got a workout with the Las Vegas Raiders yesterday. This is not a statement of politics or Kaepernick's politics or anything. How is this still a dominant headline? I don't get it. Like, he hasn't played a football game in 6 years. Now, if you want to sit here and tell me that it's noteworthy that he's getting a chance to play for something, sure, it's noteworthy, but they make it like stop traffic, stop the presses, like, cut in live to do a head. Guys, like, again, he hasn't thrown a football in the NFL in 6 years. He's a backup coming into the league. He got to work out with a team that has a bona fide starter, that has playoff aspirations, that made the playoffs last year. Like, he's not. We don't make this much hubbub about backup quarterbacks at all. And I guess this one is special. I just generally don't understand it. Like, to me, I can't wrap my head around it at this point. If it was 2018, I got it. 2019, maybe. It's 2022, folks. It's been 6 years. Like, I'm not sure why this is still a thing. And that doesn't take anything away from Kaepernick's talent or whether I believe he got blackballed or we got a raw deal. Of course, you got a raw deal. I don't think anybody's debating that. But I still don't understand the draw that this individual is when they haven't played a game. Like, I get the draw that Tiger is, even though he stinks at golf after 4 days at this point, his body can't handle it. But he gets out there. It's still amazing. He's actually playing in majors. He's actually playing in tournaments. Kaepernick isn't playing anywhere. He's throwing at Michigan's spring game, for crying out loud. Like, why is it? I don't understand our obsession with this. I don't. You'll have to explain it to me. I can't comprehend it. I'm probably wrong in this. I'm probably the one who's like, hey, Zinno, you're an idiot. This is always a big deal. Okay. I just don't see it as much. I really, really don't. Like, I don't, and that's not to take anything away from Kaepernick. I don't think at all, by any stretch of the imagination, anything he did was wrong. And again, like I said, of course you got a raw deal. There's no doubt about it. But I'd love to put this story to bed at some point and pretend that it's not a story anymore. I always talk about, progress and train leaving the station and things always move forward. This is one station we keep coming back to with the train for some reason I can't figure out. But anyway, all right, that'll wrap things up here on this Thursday. Appreciate you guys joining me as you do every single day. We are continuing to grow. Over 1,500 subscribers already to our YouTube channel, so keep it up. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us there. Make sure you follow all the shows and everybody who's on the Locked On Sports Atlanta network on Twitter and on social media. Share all the stories and all the content that we put out there for you guys. We certainly appreciate it. And thanks for making A to Z your first listen every day. Make sure you make Hitting Hard with John Chuckery your very next listen. The ATL Sports Talker, John Chuckery. Braves, Dogs, Falcons, Hawks, everything that you need right here on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Again, we are free on YouTube, and wherever you get your podcast, you search Locked On Sports Atlanta. Back tomorrow to wrap things up on a Friday before Memorial Day weekend. You guys have a great day. Don't get any crap from anybody. See ya.